You know, when most people think YouTube, they probably picture, I don't know, entertainment, cat videos, maybe the latest viral trend.
Yeah, absolutely.
But today, we're doing something a bit different. We're taking a really fascinating look at how you can actually leverage YouTube as a seriously powerful business tool and, get this, often at zero cost.
Mm.
So forget chasing fame or trying to get millions of views for a second. We're about to unpack how you can use this platform strategically to build a real thriving business, literally from the ground up.
That's exactly right. And our mission, really, for this deep dive is to pull out the core insights from the source material we've looked at. We want to show you how to strategically use YouTube to build, well, a complete business funnel right from scratch.
Okay.
And here's the kicker, like you said. You can potentially do this even if you're starting with absolutely zero initial capital. It's not really about becoming a YouTuber in the traditional sense.
Right.
It's much more about strategic problem solving for a very specific audience.
Okay, let's unpack that because our source material, it really challenges that conventional view of YouTube, doesn't it?
It really does.
It paints it as this kind of interesting hybrid part search engine, which is key, and part content platform. And the fact that it's owned by Google, that synergy is huge.
Oh, massive.
It means your YouTube video doesn't just rank on YouTube. It can actually pop up right there in Google's main search results, competing with articles, blog posts, websites. That's a huge SEO advantage, often overlooked, isn't it?
It absolutely is. And a really insightful concept from the source is thinking of YouTube as a sales funnel in disguise.
Okay, sales funnel in disguise. Tell me more.
Well, think about it like this. Your video, maybe it's a how-to on fixing a leaky faucet. That's not just a helpful guide, right? It's essentially a super specific 24/7 lead magnet for someone who actively needs plumbing help right now.
Ah, okay. So the intent is already there.
Exactly. Each video isn't just, content for content's sake. It's designed to be that crucial first touch point. It's how you start establishing authority, visually proving you know your stuff, and building that initial bit of trust.
Right. You see the person, you hear them.
Precisely. And critically, these videos then directly drive traffic to your offers, maybe an email to sign up, your products, or your services. The core shift, and this is important, is moving away from obsessing over subscriber counts or just raw views. The strategy becomes all about creating content that genuinely answers specific questions or relieves real pain points for a really well-defined niche.
That shift is powerful. But I know what people are thinking. Okay, I get the concept, but how do I actually start this if I have literally no budget?
Yeah, the practical side.
And our source provides a really practical blueprint for that, for a zero-cost launch. It really emphasizes picking a narrow business niche first, like super narrow. Don't try to be everything to everyone, right? Focus on one specific pain point you can actually solve.
Exactly. Nail that niche first. And from there, the strategy pivots to creating really valuable evergreen content. We're talking tutorials, detailed how-to guides, maybe case studies showing results or strategy breakdowns.
Stuff that lasts.
Stuff that lasts. These aren't just videos. They become what the source calls digital assets. Assets that work for you around the clock. I mean, imagine getting a lead at 3 a.m. while you're asleep just because someone found your tutorial from 6 months ago.
That's the dream.
Right.
Hi.
They rank on YouTube, and often they start ranking on Google too, bringing in organic leads without you spending a penny on ads.
Okay, so you've got this great evergreen content out there. Then the source really highlights the critical role of clear call to actions, CTAs.
Yeah, super important.
Every video in this model, it acts like a sort of gateway. You're linking viewers to something next, maybe a free checklist related to the video, a specific service you offer, or even a paid product. But the key seems to be embedding those CTAs naturally in a value-forward way. It shouldn't feel pushy.
Absolutely. It needs to feel like the logical next step for someone who just got value from your video, not like a sudden sales pitch.
Right.
And the beauty of this whole approach, what makes it genuinely zero cost beyond your time, is that you can use free tools for basically everything.
Okay, like what?
Well, the source specifically mentions using something like Canva for designing decent thumbnails, which are crucial, by the way.
Very true. First impression.
Definitely. Then for editing, you've got free options like CapCut or even DaVinci Resolve, which is incredibly powerful and free. For scripting, just use Google Docs. And then YouTube Studio itself for the upload, the optimization, titles, descriptions, tags.
So the only real investment is your time and your effort.
Exactly. Which, when you think about building a potential business engine, is a pretty incredible potential return.
Okay, this next insight, I think this is where it really shifts the paradigm for people starting out. The source reveals how you can actually generate income without waiting for YouTube's traditional partner program.
Yeah, this is a big one.
That's a huge confidence booster early on, isn't it? Because most people assume you need thousands of subscribers, millions of views.
Right, the standard YouTube monetization hurdles. But this approach bypasses that, or at least lets you earn while you're working towards those metrics.
So how? What are these alternative streams?
Okay, so the source outlines a few key ones. First, there's affiliate marketing. Pretty straightforward. You review tools or services you actually use and recommend, and you put your affiliate link in the description. Someone buys through your link, you get a commission.
Makes sense, if you use it and like it.
Exactly. Authenticity is key there. Then, digital product sales. This could be ebooks, templates, maybe mini courses that expand on the free content in your videos.
Okay, leveraging the video content.
Right. Another really potent one is consulting or offering freelance services. Your videos basically act as your portfolio. They showcase your expertise, and then you direct viewers to a booking link or a contact form.
So the video proves you know your stuff.
Precisely. And finally, maybe the most foundational one, email list building. You offer a valuable freebie, a checklist, a template, a short guide, something related to the video in exchange for an email address.
The classic lead magnet.
Exactly. This lets you build a relationship off of YouTube, nurture those leads, and, potentially sell to them down the line through email. The source actually shares their favorite formula, which kind of ties it all together nicely.
What's that?
It's a video. Video leads to a free resource.
Okay, the lead magnet.
Which gets them onto an email funnel.
Nurturing them.
Which eventually leads to a sale. And using this model specifically allowed them to start earning revenue before hitting those official YouTube monetization thresholds. That builds crucial momentum and confidence to keep going.
That's huge. So, okay, beyond the direct money part, the source also talks about YouTube as this, unmatched engine for building trust. It calls trust the currency of digital business. Crucial point. When viewers see your face, hear your voice week after week, sharing genuinely useful stuff, it just naturally builds a relationship, doesn't it? But it does it at scale, reaching way more people than you could ever meet one-on-one.
Absolutely. It's like building rapport, but with potentially thousands of people simultaneously. They start to feel like they know you, like you're a trusted guide in that niche.
It's like building an army of loyal fans, but they're actually potential customers who trust you.
Exactly. And if we connect this to the bigger picture, it really highlights what the source calls the long tail effect of video. This is where it contrasts sharply with, say, a social media post that's gone in hours.
Right, the fleeting nature of the feed.
Yeah. This long tail effect is so important because it means a video you upload today may be targeting a very specific niche question. It might only get a few views a day.
Doesn't sound like much.
Doesn't sound like much initially, but those views compound. Over months, even years, that video can keep pulling in highly qualified leads long after a typical social post is just gone. It becomes like passive digital real estate that actually appreciates in value over time because it keeps working for you.
Yeah, digital real estate that appreciates. I like that framing. It's a phenomenal insight. And brings us to another really smart shift in thinking the source recommends. Befriending the algorithm.
Ah, yes, the algorithm.
Instead of this constant battle of trying to beat it, which feels, frankly, exhausting and impossible.
It usually is, yeah.
The source encourages thinking of the algorithm more like a business partner, maybe a collaborator. Why is that mindset shift so critical here?
It's critical because fundamentally the algorithm isn't out to get you. Its main goal, its job, is to serve valuable, relevant content to viewers to keep them on the platform longer.
Okay, so if you help it do its job,
it will help you. Exactly. It's about collaboration, not combat. So how do you collaborate? The source details several key strategies. First, hook viewers right away, like in the first 10-15 seconds. Get straight to the point.
Gotta grab them quick.
Yep. Then, crucially, deliver on the promise you made in your title and thumbnail. No clickbait that disappoints.
Builds trust again.
Builds trust, and it tells the algorithm your content is legitimate. Then, do things to encourage longer watch time. The longer someone watches, the better the signal to YouTube. And use strategic but natural retention triggers, things like mini cliffhangers. I'll show you how in the next section.
Yeah.
To keep people engaged through the video.
Keep them watching.
Keep them watching. The amazing thing is, when you focus on these actions, which are really about serving the viewer well, they naturally signal value to the algorithm. And that improves your reach, your engagement, your click-through rates, all without needing, a huge team or some expensive agency doing secret tricks.
It's about good content strategy, essentially.
Fundamentally, yes.
So let's say you follow this, you start getting traction, those alternative income streams start working. Maybe you're making some initial profit. What's the smart move then? Our source talks about intelligently reinvesting those early earnings.
Right, not just pulling it all out as personal income immediately. The idea is to scale operations strategically.
Okay, what did that look like? Any examples?
Yeah, the source gives some specific, insightful examples. Things like, okay, maybe your thumbnails aren't great. So hire a good thumbnail designer on a freelance basis. That can make a big difference in click-through rate.
Makes sense. Visual appeal.
Or maybe video editing is eating up all your time. Outsource the editing. Pay for a good keyword research tool to uncover those less obvious, high-intent search terms.
Finding hidden opportunities.
Exactly. Or maybe build out a proper landing page funnel on your own website to capture those leads more effectively than just a link in the description. The key takeaway, though, was that the original strategists, the people who started it, they still owned the strategy and the overall vision.
They didn't just hand it all off. No, but they delegated the operational tasks, the things someone else could do, to free up their own time to focus on higher-level strategy and creating more core content. That's how you scale output effectively.
Okay, that makes sense. Let's talk about the hard realities, the lessons you only really learn by doing it, maybe the stuff nobody tells you up front.
The stuff you learn in the trenches, yeah.
Our source really hammers home one point that feels kind of counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Consistency often matters more than perfection on YouTube. Why is that so critical for this platform?
It's so critical because YouTube rewards regularity. And it's a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. If you wait for every video to be absolutely perfect, you might only upload once every few months.
And the algorithm might forget you exist.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Regular uploads, even if they're not Hollywood productions, keep you visible and build that habit with your audience. The source outlines several other key takeaways that really challenge common myths.
Or like, okay, for example, most views, especially for evergreen content, don't come in the first 24 hours. So you upload a video, it gets like 50 views day one.
Yeah.
Don't panic. That's normal. It can take time to rank and find its audience.
Okay, so patience is key. Don't chase immediate viral hits.
Exactly. They also found that focusing on trust-building content consistently leads to way better long-term ROI than trying to jump on fleeting viral trends or hacks.
Sustainable growth over short bursts.
Right. And maybe most importantly for the algorithm piece we discussed, watch time. How long people actually watch your videos is significantly more important than just the raw view count for long-term channel health and success. It signals real engagement.
Quality over just quantity of clicks.
Precisely. And finally, a really interesting one. Starting with zero capital, it could actually be an advantage.
How so? That sounds counterintuitive.
Because it forces you, absolutely forces you, to build your brand based on genuine value, on actually solving problems for people rather than just throwing money at ads or fancy production hoping something sticks. You have to earn trust the hard way, which often builds a stronger foundation.
That's a really powerful reframe. So pulling all this together, what does it really mean for you, the listener? The overarching message from this deep dive seems clear. Using YouTube for business in this strategic way isn't really about trying to be a flashy creator or chasing internet fame.
Not at all.
It's about being a strategist. It's about being a problem solver for a specific group of people.
Exactly. To just sort of reiterate the journey described in the source material, it started with genuinely trying to help people with specific problems. Then it moved to optimizing that help for how YouTube actually works, its unique dynamics. That process naturally built trust.
Yeah.
And that trust organically turned into consistent traffic. That traffic then pretty seamlessly turned into predictable revenue through those alternative streams. And eventually that revenue allowed them to scale into a sustainable, thriving business.
It's a logical progression when you lay it out like that.
It is. And what's truly provocative, I think, the thing to really mull over, is that this entire potential journey, all of that can literally start with just a single, well-thought-out, strategically planned video upload.